Lowe, and this is your Monday Sports Report. Starting us off today, tennis was on the road to St. Joseph, Missouri over Easter weekend to take on the 35th ranked Missouri Western Griffins. An Easter Day matchup proved to be a tough one as it was neck and neck to open conference play for the Broncos. They managed to scrape by the Griffins 4-3 and also pushed themselves over a 500 margin with a record of 5-4. Headed over to the Diamond now. Baseball was at home this weekend playing host to the Emporia State Hornets for a series where the Broncos broke out the wasp spray. Starting out here in Game 1, the Broncos and Hornets duked it out for 3.5 hours to decide a winner. Here's the bottom of the 11th, bases loaded, and Caleb Glass finds the seam for a walk-off single to get the Chos their first win of the series. It was a long game that night. Game 2 here now. The Broncos were down big early after a 6-run first inning by the Hornets, but they wouldn't be snuffed. The Broncos chipped away at the 6-0 lead, and with the sacrifice fly to left field here, Garrett Long brings Chris Carpenter home to take the lead. It was all Broncos from there as they get this win 11-7. And finally now moving on to Game 3, Broncos and Hornets tied at 4. Gonzalez and Morrison on base with Matt Bond at the bat. He is looking to yoink this one right down the left fair line for a double to go up 6-4, and he helped carries the Broncos to a 9-6 win, and they break out the brooms for the series sweep. Racer Felter was also named MIAA Pitcher of the Week earlier today for his phenomenal performance against the Hornets. The series win moves the Broncos to 27-7 on the season and third place in the MIAA. They go out of conference tomorrow when Southern Nazarene comes to town for a fight. The Crimson Storm is 10-24 on the season as they look to play spoiler in Edmond. First pitch is set for 5 p.m. tomorrow night. Over in the other dugout, softball had a doubleheader against the Newman Jets, who flew down I-35 to Edmond, and our Broncos were nothing short of dominant. A slower start to the game for both teams, but the Broncos led by 1 in the 4th. That is until Tatum Long hit this dinger hard into left field and watched it fly way over the trees. And that Bronco defense held strong throughout the game to pitch a shutout 5-0 victory in Game 1. Game 2 is where the real fun began. A tight game up until the 4th, where the Broncos blew things open by a leadoff with Taryn Ritz hitting a dinger out to right field to get things started. Big hit by her. She had a great weekend. Same inning, just 4 runs later. Ritz up to bat again, same result. A hard swing sends this 3-run nuke down center field and out of the ballpark, carrying any chance the Jets had to come back with it as the Chos take this one 8-0. The Broncos have now tied the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak, going on a 21-game win streak that faces another challenge tomorrow against Southeastern Oklahoma here in Edmond. First pitch for this doubleheader is at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon at the Jerry Pinkston Stadium. Taking it up a notch to the Division I level, everyone's brackets are in utter shambles as we head to the Final Four in the March Madness tournament. Once again, true to its name, the Elite Eight was full of madness. The biggest upset came in the form of the 11th-ranked NC State downing 4th-ranked Duke 76-64 to advance to the Final Four. They face off against one of the powerhouses of this year's tournament and first-seeded Purdue, while over on the other side, Alabama is set to face off against last year's tournament champion and favorite to repeat, UConn. The Final Four matchups are both set to start Saturday night with the championship game set for next Monday. Now to the big leagues. The Thunder had 2 games over the weekend, getting a big win against KD and the Suns on Friday before hitting the road for the last time this season to New York to take on the Knicks. Fans packed into the Madison Square Garden last night to see J-Dub have a great night, hitting a jumper right here in the second, right before the half. He had a great night leading the team with 33 points. Jalen Williams with a quick pass to the wing to Giddey, who knocks down 3. Giddey's been on fire the last few games, and he had 16 in this affair. J-Dub again late in the 4th tight game. Thunder up by 1. He gets the crossover and the jumper to go up 3, but the Knicks weren't done. Jalen Brunson gets the New York Knicks up by 1 with less than 10 seconds left, but it wasn't over yet. Josh Giddey threw it right to SGA, who gave us his signature jumper in clutch time to seal the deal for the Thunder, 113-112. The Thunder's win clinches them a playoff spot and puts them in first place in the West once again. Their road trip continues tomorrow night when they head to Philly to take on the 76ers. Tip-off for this one is set for 6:30 tomorrow night. Now, Shanice, I got to tell you, the Thunder wouldn't go down last night. Did you watch the game? And if so, what did you think of SGA's clutch jumper?
I did watch the game last night, surprisingly. I found myself to be a bit of a Thunder fan lately, so seeing them have a rough patch kind of saddened me just a little bit, but seeing them win back-to-back, it's definitely giving me a little bit of hope.